It's not that you gotta find it. You gotta make time.
Yeah.
You literally have to make time.
Hey, what you want, you make time for, right? That's what the ladies always say to me.
I mean, do you see how deep that is, though? We want the control over that thing so bad, but in turn, that's the thing that has control over. It actually has control over us.
Yeah.
I hope y'all think about that, y'all.
Just something is off.
No, that leads us to the next thing. Yeah. The permission for control. We are allowing those things to control us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know it sounds crazy, but at the core of it, whatever is controlling you has permission at some level, basically. Pretty much. You're allowing that stuff to control you.
Whoever's controlling.
Whoever, whatever, it doesn't matter. You don't have to allow that stuff to control you.
Why do you think we surrender so much control to the world that we live in? Why do you think people don't realize that you have all this autonomous, you have all this ability, you can think for yourself, you can do whatever you want for yourself, you have free will. Why do we let the world control us so much?
I think
outside the obvious, like, you have to get a job and have money to move on. Outside of the obvious stuff.
I think there's a couple things. First one I wanna touch on is that I believe we're taught to be controlled by these things. I think that at a young age, we're taught to want these certain things, to allow these things to control us. It's literally taught to us. And then on the flip side, we don't have anybody else to tell us that we don't have to allow these things to control us. You got to think like a lot of our parents are probably controlled by these things because they were taught by somebody else. The television, radio, or just older generations tell them this is what you need to focus on so you can whatever, have some type of, like we say, money, status, whatever, power, all that stuff. But no one's able to tell you, hey, you're, like you said, an autonomous being. You can make a decision for yourself outside of what people are telling you. You know what I'm saying? People don't even think that I can have a thought outside of what everyone else is thinking. Like, it's crazy to say out loud. You're like,
it's a fact.
But that's, a lot of people are like that. It's not a herd mindset, but like people just continue to think the same thing that other people think, and it allows them to be controlled instead of stopping and sitting. Hey, what do I really think? How do I really feel about this situation? Is this actually what I want to do?
Scary. That's scary though.
Yeah, that was my last part. That was literally my third thing, is that it's scary.
Take control is scary. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking control of like a car for the first time. Like when you learn how to drive, it's scary as hell, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if you kind of, the thing I was taught always about like a car, and I think it applies to your life, right? In a way, and what you do in your life is like a car only does what you tell it to do, right? Mm-hmm. So in that sense, you only can react to what you tell your mind to react to, you know what I mean? In a certain negative way or positive way. And that's how you kind of have to steer yourself. Literally, like you steer yourself every day, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize it because they're so just go. Our mind is just clouded and we're controlled by so many things. Oh, I got to go here. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. If you just take a step back and say, let me take a deep breath, you know what I'm saying? And give myself some time to pace myself and control my own pace here, I'll have better results.
But do we have time in this world? Do we have time to be able to sit and just...
Yeah, I mean, not to sit and jerk off like that, but like to live your life at your own pace, not as the pace that is dictated.
That's so hard to say when you got bills. I mean, I'm not coming at you, but I'm saying, like, it's hard to say when people have bills, they got family, they got whatever else going on.
You're absolutely right.
So what do we do?
You have to find those little moments in your life whenever you can to decompress and find and regain control of your mind in that moment. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Because the food clouds your mind, the people around you cloud your mind, like the sugars fuck your head up, the money, sex, everything clouds your mind, alcohol, drugs, whatever.
Yeah.
The bread and circus, we ain't gonna get into that today, man.
Not today.
But you gotta find those moments where it's just you.
Let me say something.
You gotta raw dog it.
Let me say something. You
life,
can't.
Not people, right. Life.
You can't. It's not that you gotta find it. You gotta make time. Yeah. You literally have to make time.
Hey, what you want, you make time for, right? That's what the ladies always say to me.
I mean,
if you wanted to, you would.
I mean, hey,
if you wanted to, you would. So that's what they tell me. So.
That's what they say, man. Hey, let's play this video, man.
It's a longer one. It's a little deep.
Everything that controls you has your permission. I'm not talking about my conscious permission. I'm talking about the deeper permission, the one that comes from not having looked closely enough at myself to know what I'm carrying, and therefore not knowing where I'm vulnerable. Think about the mechanics for a moment. The moment I need someone's respect, they have power over me. Not because they've earned it, but because I gave it to them by needing it. So the moment I need a situation to go a certain way, it controls me. I made my internal stability dependent on something external.
You know what's crazy to think? I had to say this. It's funny because Tom Brady was like, I need to control over that thing. But the whole time that thing had control over him.
Yeah, for sure.
He wanted to control it so bad that in turn it had control over him.
Football controlled him.
Yeah.
That's why he couldn't quit when he wanted to. When he should have. If he had played a couple more years, he probably shouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying.
He had deep control over him, and he probably felt as though he wouldn't feel like complete.
That's
he wouldn't
what
feel
I'm
happy.
saying.
He wouldn't feel content if he didn't play football.
Do you see how deep that is, though?
I do.
We want the control over that thing so bad, but in turn, that's the thing that has control over. It actually has control over us.
Yeah.
I hope y'all
I mean,
think about that, y'all.
Think about it. Like, I mean, and it's simpler than that. If you want money, what you do? You go to work, get more hours, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The money control you.
It's
now
controlling you.
How you move around.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm saying.
Hey man.
Amen.
That woman controlling you right now, brother. Lock in.
Hey, lock in, brother. Lock in, brother.
And external things are, by definition, outside of my control. The moment I need the world to make sense in a way that confirms the framework I've built, I've made myself hostage to something that was never going to cooperate. For a long time, I built elaborate systems to manage it from the outside, systems of avoidance and of control. I got good at predicting outcomes and steering away from situations that had hurt me before. And look, for a while it worked. It genuinely did. I'm not dismissing it. There's real intelligence in learning your vulnerabilities and protecting them. But protection isn't the same as healing. Eventually, usually when I least have the capacity for it, something gets through. And then I'm left holding the ruins of the structure I built, asking why it failed, instead of asking, why did I need to build it in the first place? What was I trying to keep out? Carl Jung said that neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. What that means is I wasn't avoiding pain, I was delaying it and paying interest on it every single day. I was trading the real pain of confronting something for a chronic lower grade pain of never resolving it. That constant feeling that something is wrong but you can't explain what it is, that's not bad luck. That's the cost of everything you didn't face when it was real. So the more I try to control the external world, the more power I give it over me. This is the paradox at the center of it. The tighter I grip, the more the thing that I'm gripping defines me. And I used to call this stability, mind you. Look, real stability doesn't require anything outside of you to behave. It comes from knowing that even when everything goes to shit, you don't.
The thing that I like this analogy of, the thing when you grip it tighter, think of it like a wet bar of soap. The tighter you grip it, the more it's gonna slip out your hand, slip up, slip down, it's gonna be out of there. But if you hold it firmly, just ever
like
enough.
Quicksand, the more you're doing quicksand,
Exactly.
the more you sink down.
The more
it grips you.
The more it sinks, the more you sink down. And it's crazy to think about, for real, man.
It's not something people really realize, and when you think about it, because it just seems so silly to think about. But when you really break it down, it's like, yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah. I realized it in my life, every time I really try to control something, I wanted to go a certain way.
It goes bad.
It goes so bad. Every time. And
people get mad when I say I go with the flow, I'm just chilling. You have to.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Low key. But here's the thing, though.
But
I'm not talking about you.
Don't be complacent, though.
Hold on. I'm not talking about you. A lot of people say that I'm chilling, and they don't actually be chilling.
No, they be not chilling.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
I'm so tired of hearing
you
that.
gotta, actual chilling and just being okay with whatever happens, it takes a lot of inner work for most people.
That shit is rare.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
That's what I'm saying. I just said it's rare.
Everything annoys me. I get mad at it.
Yeah, but that's cool. At least you're aware of it.
Oh, yeah, no.
Most people aren't even aware of it.
My anxiety be through the roof.
Yeah,
for a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because you can't handle... The thing about human beings, right, and we all have this problem, and you gotta get over it. It's really hard to, though, is that when something is gonna happen, or something needs to happen, or someone or something has to come a certain way, you're in your mind, you already build it up. You build it up completely, like the person or the situation or the opportunity or whatever. You already imagine all the ways it can go well and it can go bad, whatever. You build it up completely and you have this grand idea of everything. And then the moment that this shit don't go properly, you get fucking like, you either get mad, sad, anxious, depressed, or all the above, right? You get it throws you off whack because you already built this like impossible thing in your mind. You built a perfect situation in your mind. It's not gonna happen. Like, it happens all the time when you're like meeting somebody that you like or whatever.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you meet them and you're like, people always joke about like, I imagine myself with a family with that person already, but it's like low key, like you already meet somebody, you're like, I like this person a lot. They're cool, they're funny, whatever. And you build up this person to be like this like angelic figure.
Yeah.
And then the moment they have a little moment where they show their real self, whether it be on purpose or not, whether they're a bad person or not, or
just outside of the idea that you made of them.
Yeah, no, literally, like just something is off. That's not what you thought beforehand. You just completely lose a lot of that love for them, if not completely. And it's like, damn, what the fuck? And then you get frustrated because you're like, oh, I keep finding people that aren't good for me, or I keep running into these terrible people. And it's like, sometimes you probably just give them too much credit, and then they're actually just a normal person. Yeah, and you gotta like work with them on that level because you're normal too. You know what I mean?
Two things I want to point out. This video kind of talking about what I was talking about before. When I said that you already know what's wrong with you and you're just avoiding it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And you're like he said, you're just you're delaying. What is delaying the pain?
The pain, yeah.
Yeah, you're just delaying. And then what do you say? The insurance is just adding up over time. It gets worse and worse and worse. And if you had, confronted it earlier, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it would have hurt, but it wouldn't have been built up. Because you're gonna have to cash out eventually.
But the thing about that though, it just takes a lot of
I know.
A lot of time with yourself. I'm saying it
like it's easy. I know it's not.
A lot of time with yourself.
I know.
Like actually with yourself though.
I know.
I'm talking about like single, like I'm talking about like you just literally by yourself. You're not to find distractions in other people. You're just alone. You have to think about all your life up to this point, what's happened to you, what might happen to you, where it happened, or how it happened, whatever. You have to really think about your part you played into it and everything else. And that's extremely difficult. I haven't done it. Yeah. Have you done it? No. Exactly.
I'm getting close. I'd like to think I'd get.
You like to think you.
I like to think I'm getting close.
You're probably just scratching this.
I know. Trust me, I know.
1 inch into the whole.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Marathon you're trying to run. You know what I'm saying? So.
I'm trying, bro. I really am. I'm really trying.
And all we can do is try till we get through.
Yeah. And one more thing I do want to point out is, I've noticed that control is often less times about domination. Like, I notice a lot of people who are always trying to control a situation or control people or just dominate somebody. That's not true control, bro. That's not true control. That's not true leadership when you have to dominate somebody. You feel me? Real control is when, in the notes I have it as dependency. It's about lack of dependent on the outcome. And then people are willing or gravitating towards that because they're choosing to, not feeling as they're forced to fall under whatever order or whatever you're trying to force them to do. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to point that out. Control is less about dominance and more just about being, controlling yourself, not the outside and the external.
Shout out him playing Red Dead 2. Great game. GTA 6 coming out this year, hopefully. What do you think? Think it'll be good? I think.
Is it actually coming out?
It hasn't been delayed yet, so we'll see. I think it's coming out though.
I hope so.
I know it'll be good.
How long has it been?
Since 2013.
Are you serious?
GTA 5, 2013.
Are you dead ass? It's been 13 years.
It's crazy, right? Where we live in.
How many it was on 2-3 different consoles? It was on, PS3, right?
It was on PS3, 360, PS4, Xbox One, and then of course Xbox Series X and PS5.
PS5. Yeah. That's insane.
And a PC the whole time, of course.
I feel like we're never gonna get GTA 7. I know I'm already thinking about GTA 7.
I don't know if the world will be here by the time that happens.
Oh man, the world ain't going nowhere.
Same thing for Elder Scrolls 6. I don't know what that's coming out.
Yeah.
All we have is a CGI trailer. I don't know what the hell's they even cooking over there. Let alone Fallout 5.
I was about to say
I think Fallout 5 will come faster because of the show and everything. It's like it's the more popular IP, but Elder Scrolls, I just love it.
You like Fallout? I think I asked you this before.
Yeah. I love Fallout. Yeah.
I love Fallout. I had a lot of fun playing.
Yeah. I love Elder Scrolls too. I gotta, I think another topic. This is me at my best, y'all. I think because Fallout has a show and it's like more accessible to people. Like, oh, it's Americana. It's like the 50s, the music and all that.
Oh, I love that shit.
Whereas Elder Scrolls is like Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I'm saying? People don't. It's nerdy. What is this shit?
That's nerdy.
There's no guns in this shit.
Yeah.
Even though you're missing a compelling story of great world building and everything.
Tell him, Quill.
But it's all right, man. It's all right. We'll see. GTA 6, I think it's coming out this year. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
That shit is washed every game that comes out. All of those other games that niggas play too much, 2K and all that, hopefully it washes the fuck out of them and we just be good.
True shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
Nerd out real quick.
Yeah, of course.
I feel you, bro. Good.
That's like basic level stuff too. That's
What
not
you
even
mean?
that's like games everybody play.
Everybody, you think everybody plays Fallout?
No GTA.
Oh, yeah. Everybody plays. Everybody plays.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I ain't tryna wait today. Wake up, get some cake today. I've been with the boss, I got this money, tryna chase today. Wake up, see some O's up in my